I guess when I want to, so let's begin off. I was thinking of how can I give more value to you as an audience, to people, and to be able to relate you at a level that you would subconsciously understand. Um, but here's the thing that I'm doing a book talk today, and that it's based on that a reality don't see. When we look at reality, what we see is finite, corporeal state of you see the wall behind you, behind me the chair. It's like that's all you see. It's what your physical eye, right? And you can't really relate. You can't really you know when we in reality people. I do have a question for you before I go deep into this. For those who are watching me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or whatever, or Google, is this: if you have the power to change, would you? Will you? Are you going to? And you would like, Johnny, duh. If I have the power to change, I would change. But then again, listen to what I, because why I say that? Well, couple of reasons. People act as if they have no choice to change. It's as if like fate decide, like it's as if they think that fate decides their destiny. Somehow they're unlucky. Somehow this person's lucky. You know, I realize people are a victim of their own mind. So everything that we choose, everything that we do day to day is the unconscious unconscious choice that they made, though they may not be aware of that. Here's the thing: if in order to change, we need to become aware of that issue or problem. But the problem is most people aren't aware. So today I'll be talking about this great book, The Divine Matrix, Gregg Braden. Now, how did I get into the whole personal development, the law of attraction, and spirituality? I am, in essence, I don't talk about much about spiritual, which it's actually in my life. It's just I haven't. I've been trying to find answers 6 years on understanding, but a lot of things that school don't teach you as a kid, and I've been pondering why is my life like this? Why, why, why people don't change their life? Why people think like that? And why is there a certain belief system that hold people back into achieving their life goals or dreams? What is it that make life beautiful, wonderful? What make a person act like this and think like that? So that's my how why did what happened. So I want to be able to express, to be able to give you my experience on what happened on the day of 2013. That was the day that it was a defining moment, and that the day that it changed my life. And on like I've been trying to figure out that do we have a choice to choose the way how we act, and I found out we do. But school didn't. School teach you the basic math. All the stepping stone. Basic math and all the way up, and then you have history, biology, and history and all that stuff. But where's the good stuff in life? Where's the stuff that we need to learn, like learning how to communicate with each other? Like if a person who's shy, he's just focusing on whatever else think of him, instead of focusing on other people. And where was all the good ideas? Like when people read this book, I realized when it's just it's only a theory in books unless you turn that theory into experiences. But before all these books that I read, it's not. I have experiences in my life before I accumulate a lot of books and read them because I am an avid reader and I do read a lot. I know that people don't like to read. I get that. That's why you're here to watch me to be able to talk about it. And something happened between 2011 to 2013. There was a period in time where something happened. Well, 2011 to 2012, I was really depressed. My life wasn't how is it today. I wasn't aware of these things when I was 2011 to that. 2011 is where my heart was broken, where my ex-girlfriend broke up with me, and I didn't know how to. So I didn't know this feeling that I had. I felt lost. Um, whom can I turn to? All I did was when I was working. I remember all I did was cry because the love of my life, you know, she don't want to be with me anymore, and it hurt to the point is I care about this person so much. Uh, I I lost part of myself to her. I gave everything I had, but it wasn't enough. I know that she loved me still, but it wasn't enough. And I, I, that time when that was the painfulest moment of my life. It's, I didn't, when that time came, I wanted, I I didn't want to exist. Meaning that I think life was worth, it wasn't worth living anymore. Like that life that when, sometime when 2011, I just want to go to sleep because I dream and dreaming was better for me because I didn't want to deal with the reality that basically I was in denial of what happened, but you know what happened happened, but I hated that feeling that I didn't matter. I Who was I? Who? What's my purpose in this world? Why do? Because this is all the question I ask. Why do we have to born and die? What? Why? Why is it? Why people do the thing they do? Why is there so much chaos in this world? And I close off. You know, I didn't want to. I was carrying. Uh, I was emotionally broken. I was broken to the point that I don't know. I just don't know. It hurts so bad. I don't that that thing that I had. It was like so after 2011, 2011 to 2012, I was so depressed. I had anxiety attack. I had a lot of things happen to me. I didn't understand what was happening. I felt alone because after she broke up, I feel like no one's going to love me ever again. No one's gonna be with me again, and just I cave in. I don't want to talk to anyone. I close off around me. I close off all the noises that into myself. I go deep. I didn't. I mean, sure, I had fun with my coworker. They were fun, but I try to hang out with my friends, but it didn't work. I was too depressed. No. Yes, I'm emotional because I believe that you know if you love a person, you love a person. It shouldn't be that way, but it did. So I can't change the past. But I'm grateful for that moment in time that she did what she did. That when she broke up with me, I when she first she changed my life once, and then she changed my life twice. So first was I fell in love with her. She was the person that I wanted her to be with for the rest of my life, but it didn't happen the way I wanted to. I wanted to marry her, but it didn't happen the way I wanted to. Two, I'm grateful for the breakup that she did. Like, she broke up with me. I'm grateful for that. Say that. Well, more happy. Not happy of the breakup, but happy that she let me go. Because in that moment in time, that when she let me go, she let me, she, she gave me the greatest gift that she ever could give me. And you know what was that? A gift is more powerful than ever. I believe that it was her love. It was her willing to do that for me. I could be able to find my way home. Because my way home isn't a physical sense, it's a spiritual sense. It isn't just a spiritual sense. Finding home to myself. So many people aren't finding their home to themselves, not the home that they live in, but home to the communication of the universe. We are so lost in this state that, when I was lost, I didn't know who I was. So when I found 2013 was where I was awoken, spiritually awoken, and I was connected with myself, with a power within myself, meaning you have a power within yourself. It's just that you have to find it. And you may say it's woo, but it's me. And I found how to. I didn't know that I had intuition. No, it was there, but it was. I was conscious aware of it, and I developed it and honed it, and I listened to it. And then I start to engage in activity that changes my perspective of life, that I can change circumstance, that I can act on it, I can create luck because of my thoughts and belief. But yes, I'm grateful for her. She gave me the greatest gift of finding my true power, of finding who I am. She gave me the freedom to be who I. Though we're not together, is is this, that if that event didn't happen, I wouldn't find my power. Meaning, I wouldn't find my connection with the universe. The universe is a powerful. It's a. If you understand that the divine matrix, if you will, like the only way to communicate with the divine matrix, that it's not with your thoughts, not with words. To be able to create the life that you want, it is not just with words, but it was a language. A language is on human emotion, feeling. That if we set an idea if we set an idea, we locked it in place, and that we be able to lock that in place and we express it. The realm of possibility that anything can happen. If you take an idea, you pluck it, and you put feeling to the divine. If you put forth a feeling, therefore you will experience it in real life. Now, how can we incorporate this? Well, it's just not enough to be able to say that we do have a power within us. It's not enough to say that we have a choice, because we're dealing with that come into our physical senses each and every single day. You know, the the people that say you can't do it, you can't be. If you observe most people, I feel sad sometimes that when I look at the person, it's like wow, they have so much potential, they have so much gift to give to the world, but they're not using it. They're not aware that they have a power within them to change their life, to be able to mold their life, to create, to manifest, to live a better life. School wasn't made you for to live a better life. School was mold you into a slave of their to be an employee. School was made for you to not think for yourself. When I research and because I'm here to find the truth, what is the truth, what is false, what is the reality that we live in. And the reality is we're not victims. We can participate in this creation. We're here to create a life that we want, whether you want something for yourself, we're here to create. We have the ability to do that. It's But if you ask people, hey, do you know that you have the power to create the life that you want? And you're like, yeah, I know that. No, 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 that's not what I meant. I meant like, do you know that we can like think a thought and be able to communicate with this with our feeling to the divine matrix and lock that into place, and therefore we'll experience that in our life. You'll believe that. They said, what are you talking about? You're crazy. I'm telling you, it's the truth, and you be not, But like you say, you have this power within you to be able to like, you know how like people communicate with their, but we have this power, to communicate with the universe, and the universe will respond to you because the universe is a mirror. It's a giant reflection of your unconscious belief system. That because there is a quantum world, quantum physics. So I'm not, I'm into it. It's just that because this book is about the merge between spirituality and, because I believe it's not just enough to know spirituality and science, but I believe it's about merging into it to be able to change an aspect of our life. So what I'm trying to say is, you do have the power to change, but are you willing to change? Because a lot of people are afraid to change. When I was with my ex, I told her I would change, but I didn't change. Change doesn't happen because you say it'll change. Change happens when you become aware of that issue, and you become aware that you change. So saying it won't happen. Only you become aware of it and you act on it. So it's a great book. Deal with science about, they have double-slitted experience. And here's the thing. They describe the existence of a field of energy, that the divine matrix that provides the container as well as a bridge and a mirror for everything that happens between the world within us and bodies. The fact that this field exists in everything from the smallest particle, the quantum atoms, to a distant galaxy, whose light is just now reaching our eye, and everything in between changes what we believe about our role of creation. We don't have to be a victim, but so many of our friends, peers, family believe that they're a victim, that they're powerless. You don't know if because we weren't given a manual to be able to live or thrive, uh, uh, or live a better life, or we didn't give a manual to a formula for success. I have to be able to consume these content because they're creation for my mind, my ideas to change me, to be able to mold the better version of me. All matter originate and exist by virtue of force. We must assume behind this force from this force exists of conscious and intelligent mind. This mind is the matrix of all matter. Max Planck, 1944. When we understand this relationship with the universe, we will change. Well, if you understand how the universe works. So when we understand that we have, but I feel sad. You know why? Because we have the power to always change, and we were never made aware of that. So hold on, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so here you go. Feeling is the language that speaks to the divine matrix. feel as though your goal is accomplished in your prayer already accomplished. But when you pray, you must believe that it's going to come to you, and you must bring it into existence. Everything that you ever know, you have pulled them to existence unconsciously. But here's the thing. What is this power within us? Well, if if most people would be aware of this power, it is this. You because if you find this power, it's it is truly a treasure. Because if if you are aware of this power, you know what would happen? You unlock the key and the gate to heaven. It truly is heaven. If you can uh, define the reality that you want, and you create it through a level of energy work, and you put it into the realm of possibility, and you put forth, you breathe life into it. What happiness? You create a possibility that it will happen, it's going to happen, right? Now it's like you pull the idea into existence, right? It's just an idea, spiritual seed, and you pull it into the existence, and you throw it forth into the realm of quantum possibility. You lock it on, and you breathe life into it, put feeling into it, become your reality. It exists within you. And I'm trying to figure out. Here we go. I'm trying to figure out. By now, it will be clear that it's impossible for us to be simply bystanders in our world. As conscious observers, we put part of all that we see. Additionally, although scientists have yet to agree upon which theory explains the way we change our reality, they all suggest that the universe altering our presence is as if being conscious is the act of creation onto itself. As physicist John Willis states, we live in a participatory universe, and not one where we manipulate or force our will or be able to completely control the world around us. In our capacity as part of the universe today, we have the ability to modify and change little piece of it through the way we live our lives. In the realm of quantum possibility, we appear to be made to participate in our to create, because we appear to be universally joined in the quantum level. Ultimately, our connectedness promise that the seemingly little shift in our life can have a huge influence on our world, even the universe beyond. Our quantum link with the cosmos runs so deep that science have created a new vocabulary to describe what such connection really means, the butterfly effect. Mentioned in chapter 4. I mean, 1, for example, describe how small change can have really big effects. Like I said, you have this power. What is this power? Well, the subconscious. The subconscious is the ability to bring forth your dream into reality. But you have to, in essence, not only believe, but also do your part to take action towards it. But I don't, but in essence, because no, I'm tired of seeing people self as powerless. No, you're not powerless as people make you seem to be. You are truly a part of a universe that really uh, hears your thoughts, your every thoughts, but you have to be able to understand this power is through the language of feeling. When you feel that you have it. So what do you mean? Like nobody understand like the feeling of having. Well, I used to visualize of having a lot of like. I remember I had an idea to be able to attract money into my life. Just a couple of times, one time, but it's not as big as most people would want me to. I remember I wanted to um, get some money to buy some books. So what I did was I used my mind and I visualized money, visualized money coming to me, and I'd be able to lock that uh, ability to lock in place. And this is what happened. I see it as if it's already there, and I see it's coming to me. And one morning I woke up and I had an idea to sell my DVDs, and I uh, sold it, and then I got money. But it wasn't where all the woo stuff come in. It's just that it's because you can input ideas into your subconscious, and your subconscious will help you bring forth an idea that you can act on, and it bring you forth, and you become aware of that idea, right? That's how some of my manifestation. And the other manifestation is where I wanted to do an interview with um, Michael Lozier. I didn't know how to do it. I remember I have a couple goals that I wrote down, and I wrote it down. I wanted to interview him, but I didn't know how. And I kept thinking about it. What happened was, as I keep thinking about it, I start to it become a burning desire within me, and I want it so bad that I wanted to make it to existence. So what happened was I figured a way out to get it, and I hear a voice said, um, I hear my intuition said he will do an interview with you, right? I'm using my intuition, and as I listen, he at first it was I made a mistake because it wasn't an interview that I thought it was, because I didn't have that skill at the time. I was making a mistake. I failed. For time, what happened was the amazing thing. Well, first, what happened was before I get into that deep story. Well, let's go that. Let's go that. Well, when he was kind enough to be able to guide me to teach me how to do interviews. I'm grateful for that. Now I know how to do interviews. But because of that, he's a friend of mine. It's amazing. But because if I didn't do what I did, like if I didn't be able to act on my ideas and act on that intuition, it wouldn't come true. You have to act on it. But before that interview, before that whole stuff happened, I did a book review on his book. It was amazing. I did. It was on my another YouTube channel I uploaded. For some reason, it was in during December, and he tweeted at me, and he's like, because it wasn't really his. I really didn't do uh, uh, a book review on his book. It's because I had an idea to create the video of my intuition and my ideas. But then he said, "Where's the book review?" And I was like, "Crap." Okay, and I said I'll do it another book review for him, and I did a book review for him, and I tweeted at him, and he uh, say what was it? He say thank you for reading, stuff like that. But now uh, years later, I'm friends with him, and I interview him on this channel. It's amazing. He's a great person. You should check his channel out. You should also check out his book, The Law of Attraction, Law of Connection, and his new book, uh, Your Life Purpose. All right, that's pretty much it. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, and I'll see you on next time.